Welcome to Caribbean Global Network News and Sports. I'm Scott Wilson. In today's headlines, Jamaican identified in lottery scamming sentenced. And in sports, Jamaican male athletes shining Birmingham. 23-year-old Lorraine Gray, who was described as a major player in a lottery scamming case, was sentenced to 34 months in U.S. federal prison on Thursday after he pleaded guilty to lottery scamming charges. Gray, who hails from Ramble in Hanover, was sentenced after pleading guilty to devising a lottery scam that swindled elderly victims in the U.S. of their retirement account and savings, and for making death threats in furtherance of the scam. Gray was nabbed in Jamaica on September 20 last year and extradited to the United States. Gray and other unknown individuals in Jamaica defrauded and attempted to defraud dozens of elderly victims. The defendant reportedly told victims they were lottery contest winners who needed to pay certain taxes and fees to collect millions of dollars in winnings and prizes. Education Minister abolishes the term auxiliary fees. State Minister Orlando Terrelong says the Education Ministry has abolished the term auxiliary fees and replaced it with parent support contribution. He's calling for continued efforts in making education accessible and affordable to all. According to the State Minister, a bulletin was distributed by the Acting Chief Education Officer, Winnie Berry, to all schools outlining the ministry's position on fees, disbursements, and additional resources for schools. Regarding the parent support contribution, the bulletin stated that students should not be denied entry to schools because of their parents' inability to pay. The policy is that contribution cannot be mandatory and must not be a requirement for registration, school access or attendance, or criteria for graduation, examination slips, application to sixth form, or access to any public service at a public educational institution. No more than $5,000 is allowed to be charged for registration packages for new students for this academic year. And in sports, Jamaican male athletes shine in Birmingham. Jamaican male athletes made their presence felt at the Diamond League meet at Alexander Stadium in the English Midlands on Sunday. Omar McLeod, who is the reigning world 110-meter champion, took charge with a win he said presented no challenge to him. Johan Blake and Akeem Bloomfield took first place in their respective events. In his post-race comments, McLeod said the victory felt good. He said he's on a new environment with a new coach and he feels like he's ready to go again. Danielle Williams continues to shine as she took first place in the 100-meter hurdles at the meet at a time of 12.46 seconds. Christopher Taylor returns to form. Jamaican runner Christopher Taylor, who had been absent from the athletic circle due to injury, is back in action and showing sparks of his old self. On the weekend, he ran a season's best of 45.62 seconds to win the 400-meter at a low-key meet, meeting Voormont-Leuven, a part of the Flanders Cup Series in Belgium. Taylor, who cut ties with the Akron track team in April, is now based overseas. The former Calabar Star runner enjoyed an easy victory on the weekend as he came off the last curve ahead of the field and cruised to the finish line. Canada's Graham Thompson was back in second place in 46.43 seconds, and France's Jodelle Thomas even further back in third in 47.01 seconds. That's it for your CGN News and Sports. I'm Scott Wilson. Pleasant viewing.